Barry. I'd like to call to order a regular board meeting from March 18th, 2026. Roll call, please.
Mr. Pacetto?
Here.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Here.
Mrs. Grzaniak?
Here.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Here.
Mrs. Taliani?
Here.
Mr. Ferrari?
Here.
Mr. Sarver?
Here. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. At this time, I would like the members of the Board of Education to look over the minutes from the regular meeting from February 18th, 2026. If there's no additions or corrections, I need a motion approval.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Pacetto?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Grzaniak?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. Tonight, under recognitions and comments from visitors, we have a great mixture. We have our music department being represented and our girls wrestling and girls bowling team. So to get on with it, we're going to go over the ILMEA honorees first. First, All-State Chorus, Colin Calsto. Please come up and meet the board. Either direction, you can't go wrong. It's a horseshoe, you're going to come out the other side. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Colin. Thank you.
Congratulations.
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 Honors Chorus for the second year in a row, Nathan Leffers.
Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations.
Congratulations, great job.
Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you.
Congratulations.
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 Fugic Music Educator Seminar, Christian Lindberg. Congratulations.
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 Our choir director is Mrs. Natalie Barucki. All-State Band, Zayden Odell. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
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 And our band director, Mr. Jeremy Stevens. Jeremy, congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Nice job in the parade Saturday.
Hey, thank you.
A little brisk, but you know.
Not the coldest one.
That's true. It's true.
For girls bowling, placing 40th in the state this year overall, a 3-time state qualifier, and in 4 years, member of teams that never lost a dual match in 4 years. Cameron Osipinski.
No matter which way you go, you'll be all right.
Congratulations.
Can't get lost.
You'll be better said when you come to the fork in the road and take it.
Congratulations. Great job.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Do you do a turkey dance? I like a good turkey dance.
Assistant coach, Christina Likes.
Great.
Congratulations. You beat her.
Can I?
Yeah.
I don't want to say that out loud.
Pretty close, huh?
I mean, I'm her mom. I did.
I know.
Congratulations.
Do you have a turkey dance?
Maybe. I don't want to show it.
Oh no, I'm not. I wasn't gonna ask.
Assistant coach, Jeff Miller. And head coach, Aaron Gunther. Aaron's also National Coach of the Year.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I know we celebrated that. I know we celebrated that last month.
Yeah.
I just had to throw that in there.
Thank you, appreciate it. Thanks.
Aaron, do you have a turkey dance?
Yeah, something like that.
All right.
Just no one wants to see mine.
Girls wrestling, 3-time state qualifier, including this year, 3-time conference champion, 3-time regional champion. She was 5th overall last year. She's the first girl to medal in LP history, and she finishes her career with 116 wins and 21 losses. Kylie Yemyancic.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Congratulations, great
Thank
job.
you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. I'm not gonna ask you about a turkey.
Assistant coach, Rocky McKnight.
Thank you.
Great job, Rocky.
Congratulations.
Great job. Thank you.
Nice job, coach.
Great job. Thank you.
And head coach, Nolan Keeney.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Sorry, I got that one.
Nolan, great job.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Nice job, coach.
Thank you.
All of our honor-winning coaches coming over for a photo with Mr. Trevor. Yeah. Hey, if I have to be in this, so do you too.
Unless they group and you were to send out somebody else to go.
I never did that. You know, I got the email, but I never.
Yeah.
Open it.
Goodness.
Because it comes on your phone, doesn't it? And you know what's crazy is that I heard St. Pete's having their music the same weekend as ours now.
And we do ours always on this week. I mean,
Yeah,
it's,
so, you know,
yeah.
that's what I heard.
Huh.
But that's just, you know,
Mm-hmm. What are they?
they didn't say, they just said it was the same weekend as ours.
There you go. And 1, 2. Perfect. Congratulations. Great performance today, guys. Oh, sorry.
Thank you. Yeah, that's right. That's all flags.
Tonight for our division spotlight, our social science department, Mrs. Kristen Adams, our social study teacher, is here with a group of students.
We're gonna stand up there.
You're gonna,
Yeah. Hopefully.
I'm gonna put it out there so they can hear you.
There we go.
Matt, you want this here?
Yeah, one second. Thank you.
For those of you that don't know me, I'm Kristen Adams. I've been teaching in the social science department here since the fall of 2000. And with me, I have 3 of my students from last year, Manuel Tejada, Michael Nemec, and Leo Meyer. They are the 3 that are here because they took my class as a junior. AP European History is a junior senior class that we started offering 3 years ago. And I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the class, about the structure of the class, and how we've been progressing. So that is the cover of the blue book. That is a binder that I have that is like the Bible for all AP classes. You get your course exam description book, and it sits down next to my desk. I use it on almost a daily basis. And I've got the dates August 11th, 2025 to May 4th, 2026 up there because we have from the first day until Monday, May 4th, which is when my students will take their test beginning at 12 p.m. this year. We are the second half of the first day of AP exams this year. So we cover 9 units throughout the year. We start with the Renaissance and Reformation. So this course essentially goes from 1450 to the present. And we cover that in 9 units, all the way up to Cold War to Contemporary War. We're currently about ready to finish Unit 7. I'm a little bit behind, but I have made it through every year I'm less behind this year than I have been in years past. So I know that I'm gonna make it. 20th century global conflicts, World War I, World War II are next up, and then we'll move into what's going on kind of now. So this is the course design. The whole structure of the course is designed to treat students as historians, to get them thinking like historians. And so we're looking at how things develop throughout history. If it's a process, we're looking at primary and secondary sources. What is the context of a document that you're looking at? Why was a political cartoon created? Who created it? Is there bias in that? What is the context? How do we make connections between then and now? And then argumentation, because these students are going to have to be arguing, well, I'll get to that in a second, but they have to do writing, where they have to make a point. They have to get through clearly, and they get points for how complex an argument they can present. We're also looking at the reasoning processes of comparison, causation, and continuity and change. And those are the way their LEQs, long essay questions, are designed. So, strategies. So there's all kinds of strategies. These are just some that I pulled together for you. Address the questions. This is for the test. Strategies for the test. Address the questions that you think you can answer first, and then go back and answer the ones that you struggled with. Some people like that strategy. Others want to, they have to go through it. But you have to make sure that you are going at a pace that fits, because it is one question for 1 minute. And these are, the multiple choice questions are all stimulus based, which means you have a picture or a chart or a source that you have to read and interpret in order to answer questions correctly. So there's all kinds of things. HIPPO is a strategy that we use a lot. This involves using historical context, knowing who your intended audience of the author was, what was the purpose, what's the point of view, what's the outside information that you can bring to an argument, what do you already know about that topic. So these are things that we're continually working on throughout the year, trying to get students to really understand why people say the things they do, how they fit the history, how they fit the context of their particular situation. We all know that dependent on whether you were on a victorious side or a losing side of a conflict, your reporting on that particular event may be different. So, do we look at things from the point of view of a victor? Do we look at something from the point of view, what is the French perspective on the Haitian Revolution versus that of someone like Toussaint Louverture, who was victorious in the Haitian Revolution and getting the independence for his island? The SAQ, the short answer questions, these are two strategies. One is called ACE. You are answering, you have to directly answer the question. You answer these in 2 to 3, they're sets of 3 questions. You answer each question in 2 to 3 sentences. You have to directly answer the question that is asked. You have to make sure that you're answering only the question that was asked, not bringing in other things, using the source that you've got or the history that you know and answering the prompt directly, using specific historical evidence, and then connecting that evidence to the answer. Same thing, we've got T, topic, sentence, evidence, analysis. These are 2 SAQ strategies. So I just was trying to provide you with some examples of what I'm trying to help these students do. So the exam itself, it is, the first half is 55 multiple choice questions in 55 minutes. It's worth 40% of the grade. Part B of section 1 is the short answer questions. They get one that's a secondary source that they have to analyze. That's 3 questions. They get a primary source question that's 3 questions. And then they get a third one that is a choice of 2 non-stimulus. So it's just the question and they have to answer it. And they get 40 minutes, and I'm not sure why I put 0% there. Exam waiting too. It's 40 minutes. Questions? Yeah. Okay, section 2, yeah, I messed up on that last slide, sorry about that, is the document-based question. They get a set of 7 documents that they have to analyze and group in order to answer one prompt. And that one prompt is a long form essay, and they get 60 minutes. They should allot 15 minutes of that for reading over the documents, trying to sort them into groups, seeing where they fit their question, and then writing for 45 minutes on that. And then they get a long essay question, an LAQ, and it takes 40 minutes again. They select one, and it takes a while to get through, but that is without a stimulus. Okay, so over the course of the last 3 years, my first year teaching this, I had 7 students. Of the 5 who chose to take the exam, we had a pass rate of 4 out of 5. Last year, I had 9 students at the beginning of the year. 7 were taking the exam. 1 transferred to another school at semesters, and 1 decided that that he didn't want to take the exam. But of the 7 students who took the exam, we had a 7 out of 7 pass rate. This year, I have 14 students, so you can see the enrollment has been going up each year. And hopefully, I'll have a similar pass rate this year. That's the goal, is to get as many students through as possible. But I brought these 3 young men here because I wanted you to hear from their perspective why they took the course. Manuel, you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. Personally, I've always really been interested in history, so I can say that my own, I guess, like passion and wasn't the main reason I took the class. But I also just wanted to get a better understanding of the societies that led to the formation of this country, and also, and I also, European history has always been the topic I've been least familiar with, because when doing research on my own, I've always been more focused on the American continent, but I guess seeing European history and seeing the chance to, I guess, challenge myself with that was a big reason for choosing to enroll in the class.
Go ahead, Michael.
I personally took this class because I saw that Miss Adams was teaching it, and also I have a big interest in Italian and German histories, since that's part of my heritage when growing up, and I was curious about what went on before. I wanted to see what I wasn't taught in my normal classes.
I was with Michael, I think, when we enrolled in AP Euro. And I personally was looking between different AP classes for the credit, and it was pretty easy to settle on the one that Ms. Adams was teaching. I've also always been pretty fascinated with history as well.
Okay. And Manuel, what do you tell others about your experience in AP Euro?
It was pretty great, honestly. Miss Adams is a really great teacher, and I enjoyed the course content a lot.
I recommend the class to anybody who asks about it. The material goes over. It does a good job of explaining the course in Europe, and it was definitely challenging. And although the workload was sometimes a lot, I got through it, and it was worth it in the end.
I mean, I've advertised it to other people. I think Sebastian Quersha, I directly told him they should take that class. He's in it now. But I think overall it was good. It's a really interesting class to take.
So let's just skip to the last one. What was the most challenging part of the course for you personally?
I guess for me personally, the most challenging part of the course, I guess specifically the writing, and you know all the analysis you have to do. Like I said earlier, I was pretty well, not exactly unfamiliar, but less familiar with European history than with other history, and I guess just having to do all that analyzing, answering all the questions, and how it's affected the the course of history throughout that. I found that pretty challenging to write, and yeah.
Michael?
I think personally, doing all of the homework was the hardest for me because I felt like I learned the material pretty quickly, and practicing the skills to do on the exam, like ACE and HIPPO, it was different at first, but doing that much of it really helped on the exam.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm similar. I'm not the most motivated for homework, but yeah, I found the content interesting enough to where it wasn't that much of an issue, but it's probably the hardest part.
As I said, we do a lot of writing. There's a lot of writing in the class because I want them to practice as much as possible those skills, connecting the dots. And so we've used, I was able to get some help through different programs. There's a woman who runs a history shop, and I was able to get materials through her. There's a man named Heimler who has taught AP Euro and AP US for years and years. He's got a series of videos that he has done, as well as producing materials that help you practice those skills. And so I've put those into wide use in my classes and trying to fit my clientele as well, and using a mixture of those resources and trying to make sure that we're covering the course content, because it goes deeper than my world history class that I teach to the freshmen, and then trying to make sure we address the skills so that they're prepared for on the day of the test. And then my last little piece of propaganda here. This is our social science course offerings that we currently offer. The state of Illinois, all the universities, state universities and colleges have to offer college credit if you earn a 3, 4, or 5. A 3 is considered a pass on an AP test. So a 3, 4, or 5 on the AP exam. And so we're very proud of the fact that we've had a high pass rate here in our social science department in the AP courses that we have offered over the course of the last, I guess, almost 10 years now. But LP social science, like normal science, but more words. Okay, thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
Writing portion is hard, but time writing, that's
There's no public comment. There's no public comment this evening. Under Finance, 6.1, a motion of approval for the bills for LaSalle-Peru Township High School.
Second.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mr. Pizzetto?
Yes.
Mrs. Krasniak?
Yes.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes, a motion approved for the bills for LP Area Career Center.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mr. Pizzetto?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn? Mrs. Krasniak?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. The motion of approval for the payroll report.
So moved. Second.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Pacetto?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Grisania?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 6.2 are the motion of approval for the financial records as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn? Mr. Pacetto?
Yes.
Mrs. Grisania?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. Under correspondence, 7.1, we have a thank you letter from Mr. Walter Zukowski family for the flowers and support in memory of Mrs. Lois Zukowski, mother of Mr. Walter Zukowski, and grandmother of Mr. Will Zukowski and Mrs. Emily Patrick Carney. 7.2, we got a thank you letter from Mrs. Cheryl DePape for the Board of Education donation to the LP Foundation for Enrichment in memory of Miss Lois Zukowski, mother Mr. Walt Zukowski, and grandmother Mr. Will Zukowski, and Mrs. Emily Patrick Carney. 7.3, a notification of surplus of TIF real estate tax increments funds totaling $129,852.85. 7.4, TIF reimbursements, City of Peru, 2024 tax year reimbursement, TIF 2, $66,711.94. 2024 tax year reimbursement, TIF 3, $11,087.69. 2024 tax year reimbursement, tax 4, $25,000. Village of Tonica, TIF 2, 2026, $353.93 for the total TIF reimbursement of $103,153.56. Board committee reports, Building and Grounds Committee, Mr. Ferrari.
The Building and Grounds Committee met last Tuesday, March 10th. We had a quick update on the ag building project. Most of the interior walls are up and much of the floor has been poured. We have tonight under new business item 10.5, which are 3 change orders from Visserine Construction that the committee has recommended for approval. Under current projects, the lighting program will be undergoing activity during spring break. The work on the Dolan building has been completed, and it's my understanding that the final inspection of the elevator was to take place today. Pouring of the floor for the Sip and Savor project is scheduled for this week. Also, work on the kitchen elevator is ongoing. And tear out is done on the repairs to the dance studio, and reinstallation was scheduled for this week, as I understand it. Item 10.7 on tonight's agenda concerns bids for the Sell-It Gym door frames and hardware replacement. And we also have some bids to be approved under 10.8 that concern the interior renovation for the Dolan building. And so pretty much covered the items that we discussed.
Are there any questions? Thank you, Mr. Ferrari. 8.2, Finance Committee, Ms. Murbaugh.
We met on Tuesday, March 10th. We are 66.7% of the way through the year. Revenues, we've received 75.9% and expenditures are at 58.7%. We did discuss receipt of the financial audit, which you have in front of you, I believe. There are 3 findings in there. They are material findings. So we're working on remediation. The administration's working on remediation of those. The debt certificates and the bonds are out and done and issued and sold, and all that's completed. The administration gave us an update, if you guys remember, on the Solar on Earth, which was the contract we entered into for solar power. It's been a little slow in going. right now, it's covering a very small portion of the bill, but it's estimated by, I think we said October, November, that it should be, they should cover the remainder, and we should see more significant savings, hopefully, at that time. We briefly discussed the ag donation buildings and, for the donations for the ag building and where we stand. We also discussed the bids that the Building and Grounds Committee approved as an action item tonight. We discussed and approved for recommendation the school fees, and really all that's in there is a $5 increase for the yearbook fee and a $3 increase for foods and nutrition 1 and 2. And we recommend approval for that. We agreed to let bids for bread, milk, and pizza. We also are recommending approval of the hiring of Clifton Larson Allen for forensic audit. The cost of that audit is $21,000. I think it's important to note that that audit cost is their amount to get in and look, and if they find anything that they need to dig into, there could be more, but we would approve it. So they don't have an open checkbook. We'll just deal with it as it comes. We also discussed the approval to create an administrative position of head dean, and we recommend that for approval also. And I believe that's all we discussed.
Are there any questions? Thank you, Ms. Murbaugh. Administrative reports, 9.1, Assistant Superintendent, Mrs. Cushing.
Few items on my report there. We did our staffing numbers came in, and we've looked at all of the data there. We do not need to add any teaching positions, so we're going to remain steady with the staff that we have. An update on the 5 essential surveys that closed on Friday the 13th, and we have hit our percentages that we need to have reporting out for our students and our faculty. So we did really well with having participation, I guess, in those. And then just to let you know on the budget side, we've started some of the initial conversations and work with our division chairs, as well as a few other key staff members to start that process for the fiscal year 27 budget. And the other item that is not in my report, but I just wanted to share with you, the approval was given by all of you to let bids for our replacement of the East Gym pool surface, and recommendation for the reconstruction of the main drain. And that will be let very soon. There's just been a lot of projects, so that is going to happen here shortly, and then I should be able to have a recommendation for you about the awarding of a bid. So I'm hoping for that next month. Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Cushing. 9.2, Interim Principal, Ms. Lance.
Good evening. The principal report is in your packet, but if you have any questions, let me know and I'll be happy to answer those for you. On February 26th, we did host our high scholarship program. It was a success. We were able to celebrate 346 of our students. Mr. Troy Woods was our guest speaker, and he did a phenomenal job entertaining the students and the staff, and the families. We are moving on. We started this month. Lori Whalen, Diane Bergagna, myself have been meeting individually with our division chairs, and we're looking at budgeting for next year. And they are also giving us their wish lists for what they would like to have. And so we continue to look at that and hopefully proceed forward with anything that they might need for their classroom or curriculum. So this one's hard to believe I'm even saying it, summer school. We're already got the ball rolling with summer school. The ILT met, and we're looking at the different classes that we're going to be offering, the logistics, who will be hired as far as teaching staff, paras, and things like that. So we hope to continue and get that scheduled and ready for summertime. We had our career fair yesterday, so that was presented for our sophomore students. We had an excellent turnout from our businesses we always appreciate the fact that they come in, support our students, and are willing to talk to them about careers and education and what's important to them. So we can continue to connect that with our English curriculum. So we always thank them, and hopefully they'll come back again next year. We do have our Honor Society coming up, which is going to be on Thursday, March 26th. We will be honoring our seniors that day. We'll have families, they are invited. We'll have our student body, we'll have staff, and that will be presented in the Select Gym. So if you are available, come on over and watch the Honor Society program with us. And lastly, it's test time. So we are working on getting ready for ACT and pre-AC testing, which will be on April 8th and the 14th. We are getting staff prepared and giving everything that they need. We're notifying the families, letting them know what is going to be going on, who will have to be here those days and who will not be. At the end of April, we'll be holding our Apple testing, which is for our CELA biliteracy students. I'm proud to say that we have 38 students who will be taking the test on April 30th and May 1st. So fingers crossed for them and getting that seal for graduation. And lastly, we do have AP exams coming up in May, high stake tests for our students. They're very excited. I know the teachers are excited. So hopefully come May, testing is over and Miss Lance will have a big smile on her face. Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Lance. Athletic Director, Mr. Hanson.
Good evening. Don't have a whole lot this month, so we wrapped up our winter season. End of February. We did have 2 regional titles this year, 2 conference champions, and then 19 all-conference athletes. So that was what I would consider a successful winter season, and now we're ramping up, trying to get going in the spring, but Mother Nature is not cooperating yet. So we learned how to re-cancel games and reschedule them this week. Hoping to get out on the softball field Friday and baseball field Friday, but we'll see. I was out there after school today. I have a 3-foot drift in the outfield of the varsity softball diamond, and still some snow in the outfield on the baseball diamond, so we'll see. It's supposed to be warm tomorrow, but the girls softball team's the only outdoor team to get going. They luckily, IHSA moved up the season, so they were able to start and get 2 games in last week. But they got a full boat coming. We're going to be busy as soon as the weather breaks here. On the activities side, this weekend's the big weekend for the musical. Friday, Saturday, Sunday here, so if you can come out and watch them, that'd be appreciated. And then Cavs Day last week was a huge success over our junior and senior leaders. Spent the day with the sophomores 2 days, and it was another great day for them. So, any questions for me?
Thank you, Mr. Hanson. Director of the Area Career Center, Dr. Lang.
Hello. I gave you guys my report this time as kind of like an update. This is some of the information I've shared out to some of the feeder schools, and pretty important stuff that's going on here. So we're going to hold our second annual signing day, May 4th, and that's for the students and also families and anybody else that wants to attend. We're going to invite IBCC again and any of the schools that are represented by the choices by the students and employers as well. So that's a pretty exciting thing. I know it went over really well last year for the seniors that were leaving us. One of the other big things that's I've been to a couple state meetings with ISB, and this is actually a part of the governor's budget proposal. They're looking, we actually, CTE across the state asked for a 10% increase in CTEI grant funding, and that didn't happen, but they're looking at the possibility of a $50 million infusion to ACCs in the state, which would account for about $1.9 million in building maintenance and updates. So as long as that goes through, there'll probably be some more construction going on around here. Hopefully, because some of the buildings for the ACC need some work. We've been doing some of them a little bit slowly, but there's definitely some other projects that need to be taken care of. So obviously we'll be working with Tim and Ingrid and Clay and that sort of thing, try to get the right thing figured out when we make those decisions. Another thing, one of the things that my board asks is that we're continuing the process of improvement for the ACC, the programs, and part of that is understanding what the needs are of the students and then the employers. So we sent a survey out to the schools for 9th through 11th graders. This is the second time we've done it. Obviously I want new data, but I want to make a longitudinal study so that I can see exactly what it looks like the trend is in those classes. And you'll notice the four programs that became the most popular: early childhood education. Thank goodness, because we've got a lot of money in that program the last couple of years for the education grant. Criminal justice is the one that's not the one that we're not offering right now. That had a really high number of students, 70 students. Said that would have been one of their first choices. CNA, you guys all know that one's popular, and then welding. But two that really weren't on my radar: an employability skills class that would teach a student the things that they need to do to maintain a job, get a job, maintain a job. That one was really popular. And then EMT. The research that I've done with the other Career Center directors, the employability skills class and the criminal justice class would be the easiest ones to start, the least costly and the easiest to kind of start up. In the packet you can see what that survey looked like. You can also go to the link. And then the last thing was the registration link. I wanted you guys to see what was going on there. I've been kind of monitoring that. I already kind of have LP's tentative list of students. And then as far as feeder schools, there's just under 100 that have already registered for next year in there too as well, which it'll probably be closer to 200 by the time they're done. So, any questions?
No. Thank you, Dr. Lane. Director of Communications, Mr. Baker.
Good evening, everyone. As Mr. Hansen said, we're going into musical weekend. Ticket sales have been going well. We kind of hope run that piece for the musical team. So it looks like we're on track to have one of kind of the better years in the past few. So that's really great for the kids. I got to hang out during the junior high performance today, and the kids are excellent. Really doing a great job. So yeah, if you haven't picked up seats yet, please come out to Mamma Mia this weekend. Mr. Hitchie happens to be here today. He and I have been working and making some plans. We're going to be doing a little bit more right before break, so that after break we can really hit the ground running with his team and me to keep going after those Ag Center donations and some of those programs to kind of help that out. And one last plug, always for the foundation, that April 11th again is coming up for trivia night. Even if you can't be there in person, you can always be there in spirit by buying 50/50 tickets. I happen to have some here with me if you needed them tonight. But if not, you can always get them here in the office whenever you're around. If you need those or if you have any other questions about anything, please let me know. Right, thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Baker. Under new business, 10.1, an emotional approval of the IHSA renewal for the 2026-2027 school year.
So moved. Second.
Mr. Pacetto?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Grzaniak?
Yes.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 10.2, an emotional approval of the updated Title I school-wide plan.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mr. Pacetto?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Grzaniak?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 10.3, an emotional approval of the 2026-2027 consolidated district plan.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Pacetto?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Grzaniak?
Yes.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 10.4, an emotional approval of the bloodborne pathogen exposure plan for the 2026-2027 school year.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mr. Pacetto?
Yes.
Mrs. Grzaniak?
Yes.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 10.5, an emotional approval of the following ag building change orders from Visiting Construction. 1, change order 8, revise walk-in cooler condenser breaker size, update workroom 209 countertop receptacles, remove fiber and conduit pole, connect the east building, remove power from vanities, manual faucet selected, totaling $401.
moved.
2, change order 9, additional beam and plate inlets for the duct openings totaling $11,469. 3, change order 11, revised steel casework to eliminate toe kick and add a 4-pound concrete base totaling $2,845.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mr. Pacetto?
Yes.
Mrs. Grzania?
Yes.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 10.6, a motion of approval for the 2026-2027 school fees.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mr. Pacetto?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Grzania?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 10.7, a motion of approval to award the main building Select Gym frame, door, and hardware contract to Visitor and Construction for $83,379.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Pacetto?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Grzania?
Yes.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 10.8, a motion of approval to award the Dolan Building interior renovation contract to Visitor and Construction for $148,245, which includes A, restroom renovation, base bid $92,215, B, floor replacement, alternate bid 1, $9,628, and C, new children's restroom, alternate bid 2, $46,402.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Pacetto?
Yes.
Mrs. Grzania?
Yes.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 10.9, a motion of approval of the contract with Able Plus Services Incorporated for Dolan Building second floor tile asbestos abatement for $8,325.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Pacetto?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Grzania?
Yes.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 10.10, need a motion of approval to hire CLA Clifton Larson and Allen LLP to conduct a forensic audit for $21,000.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mr. Pacetto?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Grzania?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 10.11, a motion of approval to let the following bids for the 2026-2027 school year. A, bread vendor, C, milk vendor, C, pizza vendor.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mr. Pacetto?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Grzania?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 10.12, and a motion of approval of the following resignations as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mr. Pacetto?
Yes.
Mrs. Grzania?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 10.13, and a motion of approval of the following appointments as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mr. Pacetto?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Grzania?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 10.14, and a motion of approval to create administrative position of head dean.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mr. Pacetto?
Yes.
Mrs. Grzania?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 10.15, and a motion of approval to reassign the following administrative positions for the 2026-2027 school year. A, Ms. Kate Lance, principal. B, Mr. Jason Miller, head dean.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Pacetto?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Grzania?
Yes.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 10.16, a motion of approval to rehire the following administrative positions for the 2026-2027 school year. A, Ms. Ingrid Cushing, assistant superintendent. B, Mr. Steve Hansen, athletic director. C, Mr. Sean Haffiker, dean of students. D, Mrs. Jamie Salazar, associate principal for student support services.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mr. Pacetto?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Grzania?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 10.17, a motion of approval for the following probationary certified staff appointments for the 2026-2027 school year as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Pacetto?
Yes.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mrs. Krasniak?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes, 10.18, the emotional approval of following staff reduction in force for the 2026-2027 school year. A, Mrs. Catherine Baker, step job coach due to financial considerations. B, Mrs. Kristen Derricks, Title I reading paraprofessional due to financial considerations. And C, Mrs. Hope Pico, Title I math paraprofessional due to financial considerations.
So moved.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mr. Pacetto?
Yes.
Mrs. Krasniak?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes. 11, I need a motion to go into executive closed session for the purpose of A, discussion of the minutes of the meetings lawfully closed under the Opens Meeting Act, whether for the purpose of approval by the body of the minutes or a semi-annual review of the minutes. B, collective negotiating matters between the public body and its employees or representatives, or deliberation concerning salary schedules for one or more class of employees. And C, imminent pending litigation with open session and possible action items follow.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Alcorn?
Yes.
Mr. Pacetto?
Yes.
Mrs. Krasniak?
Yes.
Mr. Murbaugh?
Yes.
Mrs. Taliani?
Yes.
Mr. Ferrari?
Yes.
Mr. Sarver?
Yes.